What's going on, YouTube? This is BMCool247, and I'm coming at you with an Ancient Gear Golem GOAT deck profile for Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's an OTK deck, one turn kill. The point of it is to stab your opponent with this big boy, whether they are in attack or defense or have no monsters at all, because he has piercing damage. So let's go ahead and get into it. Monsters first. 3 Ancient Gear Golem, star of the deck. My ultra rare is coming in soon, because you gotta have that rarity, you know what I'm saying? So I already kind of described what he does, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him to the side. If you don't know, then you should know. One of the best stalls in the deck for monsters, Big Shield Guard now, because he's good against knock or Nobleman of Crossout, and 2600 for a level 4. The only bad thing is you attack him twice, he only has 100, he flips to attack mode, so it's kind of awkward at that point. Spirit Reaper, 3 of them, another of the best stalls in the deck, because he can't die from battle. That's already good enough. That's all I need to say about that. 3 Nimble Mamunga, he gives you more life, and he spams himself onto the field. Really great stall. Stalls in a different way. Onto our other monsters here. We're gonna run 2 giant rats, so you can either search for a Nimble Mamunga, or maybe sometimes a Big Shield Gardna in case you need that big defense. Exiled Forest is another guy you can search in case you need to take care of one of these problem monsters that your opponent has. Legendary Jujutsu Master, good against, or just good at sending them back to the top of the deck, and he has 1800 defense, so a little bit of a problem for them to worry about. Same with Mysterious Guard, but this one you might flip up in an offense to return to the top of their deck in case you need to get by some of their monsters or something. And then Cyberjar to just nuke the field. I don't run too many flip effect of the same flip effect monsters because you don't want to get knocked. Now the stall cards. 2 Gravity Bind. 3 Wall of a Revealing Light, because you just pay 3,000 life points and they can't attack you until they get rid of this card. Fake Trap to defend those 5 cards. Get rid of back row. And nice thing about Giant Trunade is it returns your own thing to your hands too, so then you can attack. If you have Gravity Bind out, you can just get rid of that. Then for the other spells, Mage, or let me get to the more important one first. 3 Limiter Removal, double the attack of all face-up machine monsters. So what, 6,000 piercing damage is pretty dang good. Add that with some Megamorph. So use this first before you use Limiter Removal, because this, let me just focus it there. Your life points have to be lower, of course, first. So maybe after a Wall of Revealing Light. And then after that, you can double the attack of Ancient Gear Golem, the original attack. So the reason you have to use this first is because if you do double the original attack, that would be 3,000 times 2. That would be 6,000. And then times 2 to that. But if you do it the other way around, it'll double the attack and then double the original attack. So just stay at 6,000. So you gotta use Megamorph first, then Limiter Removal after that. And then 2 other cards you can combo it with, which is Twin Swords of Flashing Light, and then Mage Power. So Twin Swords, you can attack twice, although you lose 500 attack. Use this last. But yeah, if you have, let's say, one of these and one of those, then you can have 5,500 piercing damage times 2, because they can attack twice. So that should be more than enough to destroy your opponent. And then Mage Power is just a generic spell card to increase attack. And you can just set these again after you Giant Trunade them back to your hand. You set them, and then you can increase their attack with Mage Power. You always want to use limited removal last after you use these, because then it can double whatever you use prior to it. And then Pot of Greed and Graceful Charity to finish it off. No Delinquent Duo because you don't really care as much what they have in their hand, and you want to try to hold on to as much life points as you can. So hope this helps you with using your Ancient Gear Golems. Outside of that, they're a little hard to bring out, but you can just stall with this deck. This deck isn't really good in a match because they say you have a lot of back row, so they'll try to stop you there. They'll just spam a lot of back row removal, so I would be careful when playing a match with this. I would try to smoke screen it and maybe run a completely new set of cards without back row, because they're going to go for your come for your back row after this. So yeah, be careful for that. Hopefully this is a nice little fun deck for you, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks.